Today we want to go through our concrete fire feature repair kit and what you're going to receive in that kit. First, you're going to have your pre-blended patch mix, stir sticks, putty knife, sandpaper, Scotch-Brite pad, your sealer, and finally your sealer applicator. The only thing you'll need is a cup of room temperature or cooler water. Now let's go through how to create the mix. Now we're going to move on to creating your patch mix. First, we're going to start with your pre-blended patch mix. There'll be more than enough for each one, so we recommend taking this out of this container and putting it into a separate cup. We've already done that here, and we have our water. Again, you don't need very much water. Pour it in slowly. It will start off dry. Just keep stirring it. What you're looking for is a peanut butter-like consistency before you move forward with creating your patch. So now we're going to move into applying your patch. Before we do that, I wanted to show you one more time what that consistency should look like. As you can see, you should have some texture, not completely smoothing out in the bottom of the cup. When you pick it up, it should grab like that and not completely smooth out on the stick. Now we're ready to apply this to our fire pit. So let's move down to that. Now we have our putty knife, our mix that we did, and here is the corner we're going to work on patching today. You want to make sure to get any loose debris, dirt out of the way, clean that up a little bit. Otherwise, no other additional prep is needed. Then you're going to go ahead and take your putty knife. You're going to grab a little bit of your mix, and you're going to start to work from top to bottom and pull from the corner back, trying to build up a little bit of your mix. As you can see, didn't take much to patch that up. We'll let that set up from there, and then we'll come back and sand. So at this time, we've let our patch set up for about 18 to 24 hours. We're going to go ahead and take our sandpaper and start to work the flats, and then I'll show you how to round those edges if you have that. So we're just going to start by sanding all of the flat areas. You'll do this until you match the area around it. Again, don't worry about the patch having a little lighter look at this point. Once we go to the sealer, we'll regain that color that you have throughout the rest of your fire feature. When you get on the edges, you want to bend it around here. Make sure that you can match any radius that you have on the original piece. Once you have it where you're ready to go, the next step we're going to do is work in our sealer, and we'll come back and do that in just a minute. One last thing you can do before we move into the sealer is take the Scotch-Brite pad you have and just lightly clean up those edges that you were just sanding. Just gives you a little more of a refined edge and clean up around some of those sharper edges. Once you have that desired look and feel, wipe that off, and now we'll move into the sealing section. Now we're going to move into the sealing portion of it. As you can see here in your sealer, you have your matting agent, which has settled down onto the bottom. We need to go ahead and shake this bottle to make sure you get all of that mixed up. If you don't mix it up, it'll end up having too much of a glossy look on the area that you spray it. So let's go ahead and shake that up now. Now we're going to go ahead and take your sprayer. You're going to take your bottle cap off. We're going to go ahead and put that in, and you're just going to attach it to the top of the bottle you were just shaking. Make sure it's on there good and tight. Maybe give it a few more shakes. Then you're just going to take the cap off. This is an aerosol. You don't need to do very many sprays, or you'll start to notice that it runs down your area that you're spraying. So we're going to go ahead and just do a few quick sprays. Again, you don't need very much. Kind of take a look at how that looks. If we need some more, we can apply a little bit more.